You are now tuned in to the Public Enemies, aka the Spark Foundation, aka Black DX, aka the Authors of Paid in Full, aka Undisputed Era Force Ones, aka the High Conics.
What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of the Time Capsule. This week, I got Banks on again. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, just a little wardrobe change, somewhat. But what's going on, champ?
Yo, man, I'm good, yo. I'm straight. I'm straight. I forgot. I'm so good. I even forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ben, and you guys didn't know that. You tapped into the show. I feel like you should know that.
Right? They know
who you are. How did you get here?
I don't feel like you need to introduce yourself.
Did you get here?
All right, I'm out of here.
Hey, nah, bro. Yo, hey, man. This week, reviewing an episode of Living Color. Not Living Color. Damn, bro. I'm really messed up. Living Single, bro. We should do a Living Color.
Oh, no. Hey, man, how many hours we got if we do Living Color? Because a lot of them skits, they can't even run today, even though they weren't that bad.
Yo, big facts. But Living Single, man. The show that Friends ripped off. And I'm sorry, but I like Friends, too. So this puts me in an awkward position.
Better than me. I tried to watch Friends. No, they got little jokes here and there with Friends, but it ain't really my cup of tea. I like my coffee black.
There you go. But everybody's like, whenever I say something about like, yo, I like Friends, they're like, yo, Friends stole everything that they had from In Living Color, and it's kind of right because Friends came out like a year or 2 years after In Living Color. Not Living. No, I'm still on it. Living Single came out after Living Single, bro. Came out like 2 years after Living Single. Let me look this up.
I was about to say because
yeah.
Living Single had more light skinned people than In Living Color.
Okay, Friends came out in September '94. Let me see.
Living Single had to be earlier that year, if not 93.
93. Yeah. 93.
You know, the white execs was like, Negroes are getting along in the same household.
A full year. Like a full year. It was airing on Fox.
Yeah, that's called theft, people. That's how you could tell if it's thievery, because it took like a year, a couple months. Usually somebody gonna steal from you either it's instantly or a year from now, but either way, they're gonna steal it. They've been plotting the whole time.
Yo, basically, like they took the characters and they tweaked them, but it's kind of like, yeah, man,
like the homie for Nintendo games back in the day, and I found out years later. I'm like, oh, I thought I just lost them. I slapped the hell out of him.
Bro, I was like, nah, bro, I was selling that shit.
He did. He came from a, not to get dark. He came from a fortunate background, so I was like, all right, that's what I learned my lesson. Sometimes if people gonna take something from you, they just need it more than you. But still, in the words of great Bernie Mac, you try to rob me, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Nah, bro. I got shit lifted off me before, but it was like, bro, I remember one time somebody, I was like maybe 8 years old, somebody stole my wallet. I was like, yo, you can be hella disappointed, bro. I don't got shit in there.
Yeah, people trying to steal wallets. Like, let's say people are stealing wallets now, which they are, because, unfortunately, crime has risen because of everything that's going on. Nobody has cash, so nobody carrying around $100 in cash really that much. Now, you better off just act, hey, you rob them. Hey, give me your cash app. Send me your cash app right now. Send me $100 in cash app.
Yo.
And that's too much work.
Basically.
I gotta look for your username. I'm not gonna scan your QR code because then I'm gonna have all your information, you big dummy.
I gotta remember to put the $ in front of it.
Yeah, and so it's too much, and I'm fidgeting because I'm scared for my life. So yeah, it don't really work like that. You can't Apple Pay. You better have that little machine that restaurants, the little truck restaurants be having.
Nah, bro. The only with video games, the only bad experience I ever had like a video game between me and another kid. I remember I was at my a friend of my parents. I was at their house for a 4th of July barbecue or something like that, and some some other like mutual friends that my dad and this guy had. They was coming over there, and everybody was over there. He was taking care of foster kids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like every like year or two, he'd have like some new kids with him or something like that. I don't know what they was doing it for. I don't know if it was because just to like be a good person or like trying to see what's up with the stipend. I don't know, but it was me and my two sisters. We were over there. The guy that's friends with my dad, he's like, "Hey, I got a Wii if y'all want to play it." He had kids, but they weren't there. He was like, "Yo, I got y'all play that if you want." So we're like, "Yeah, I want to go play that." Go in the back room playing it, and dude, the other guy that had the foster kids, dude, him and his girlfriend came in there and it was like, "Yo, what y'all playing?" And we're like, "Yo, playing Wii Sports." He was like, "Yeah, man," snatched the shit out of my hand. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm playing now." And I was probably maybe 10, 11 years old, something like that. And I was like, I wasn't at that age where you realize like, yo, you got to kind of like look at these situations. Like, is this nigga going to beat my ass? Is he just going to look at me and just like kind of laugh it off? But this dude was like, he had to be like at least like 16, 17 years old. So I'm looking at him like, hey, we're playing. You can't be back here like taking the controller out of our hand. You got to ask him. I'm like mid-sentence. This nigga yokes me up by my shirt like some like Disney Channel bully shit and just like hanging me up in the air by my shirt. Like, bro, I'm wearing a polo shirt too. So he got a good place to grip too. So he like holding me up. He like, hey, bro, I told you I'm playing now. Drops me. I fall on the ground. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna get out of here. This is on you. I'm like, hey, there's some more games over there by the wall. You take it easy, bro. I was like, I didn't know how to gauge those situations, but that's like the only situation regarding video games where I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, he definitely needed that, man. So, but yoking you up, don't do that to me at all. Don't do no Disney. I'll see you at 3 p.m. bully type time.
Bro, this nigga wasn't satisfied enough with that. When he came in there and started talking shit later, like we all sitting on the couch, and he going and he like, yo, man, y'all all look the same. Just started laughing. I'm like, man, I want to go home. I want to get out of here, bro.
Yeah, after getting yoked up, I'm definitely gonna leave.
Bro, I live right down the road too. I was like, nigga, I'll walk if I got to. But this episode of Living Single, let me see. I think this is like season 2 as well. Yeah, season 2, episode 13. Hair raising experience. I think it's Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's up for like a promotion at his job. He's pitching this idea. He like, yo, man, look, I want to do something with expanding out to Africa or whatever. And they're like, yeah, nigga, we'll go ahead and we'll listen to that shit. And in this group is like 2 old white guys and 1 token black guy that they got in the group because they've been getting lawsuits about affirmative action. So they're like, yo, we got to bring you in our inner circle.
Yeah.
That type of nigga that's just like, yo, and they bring him in there knowing like he's a gatekeeper nigga. Like he's not going to be like, yo, we should bring this guy in here. It's like, yo, man, look, you see that darky over there, man? Look. Like, bro, I'm not trying to be next to that type of nigga.
Oh yeah, we seen that before. You feel me? We see it on TV all the time. Sound like Stephen A. Smith, Kyrie.
Yo,
like, hey, Kyrie over there. Yeah, he need to get a haircut.
Bro, his shit with Kyrie is personal. My shit with Kyrie is different. I just think the nigga be doing too much sometimes. But this nigga, like, yo, even before he started wilding, when he was just in Cleveland, this nigga was like, hey, man, this nigga a bum. I don't like him. I don't like nothing about him. I just be like, yo, like today, I know, yeah, the other day they put out like a tweet for Kevin Durant, like thanking him, like the Nets thanked him for his time in Brooklyn. They was like, hey, man, thank you for all you did. And niggas under replies, where's Kyrie's tweet? Why y'all ain't say nothing about Kyrie? And like literally, like I'm like, bro, why you gotta say something? Thank you to Kyrie. This nigga ain't play half his games. Like,
and they did it, I think, just today, and people cracking jokes. So it's like, and if you do that, you don't.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like It
He
was
should
just,
bring
I
all
was
that
like, yo,
energy to Ben Simmons though. Out of everybody else, bring like I understand Kyrie do a lot, all right, but he do some charitable stuff, and when he play, he play. Like this bum ass some bitch Ben Simmons, like dog. I don't like his face. Like that's what
fuck
everybody
Ben
should have the
Simmons.
energy for, bro. That's the him.
Nah,
Sasha Banks.
bro.
I don't give a damn about no Mercedes. Your name Sasha Banks. The PTO people, them light skinned people with them white moms. PTO.
Yo, but Ben Simmons, it is personal with me and Ben Simmons. Like, bro, I got him like on. I used to do like NBA fantasy league, and it was one year we had did like, yo, I was on there to do like manual picks or whatever. Everybody missed the draft, so I got all the good picks. Nobody told me that they were gonna run it back because they're like niggas was asleep. Auto draft. I mean, auto pick was on, and like nobody was satisfied with their picks. I was like, bro, I was awake. I was there. Why I gotta suffer anyway? They was like, yeah, we're just gonna do it tomorrow. I get back home from work because this is like on like a Thursday or something like that. So I'm like, man, I'm tired. I'm gonna lay down. I get up. Draft is like 2/3 of the way over, and I got Ben Simmons. Like he's like one of the highest rated players on my team, and he fucked up my team that year. I was horrible that year because of Ben Simmons. The next year, I get him like on a trade for somebody. I'm like, Ben Simmons can't be fucking up this year. I was like, yo, he's due. I was like, he's due for a good year. Like, he can't be fucking up 2 years in a row. What did he do? He fucked up 2 years in a row. Fuck Ben Simmons.
He just, and I mean, of course, it's not the sports episode, but anytime we're gonna bury Ben Simmons, I'm all with it. He's just a bum. Like he don't try. All he want to do is just make bread and date these models, and I use date loosely, and that's it. And just he don't talk. He don't got no personality. He just dude, just I just don't understand. It ain't because he Australian too. He should have heart. Like dog. God bless the crocodile hunter. He went out like a G.
Yo. Crocodile Dundee, bro. Yo, Liza Thornberry.
Nice. Look, and he had heart. He took his whole family. He said, "Hey, even though what's the daughter look like SZA?
Hey, yo, chill.
She dressed like SZA too.
Hey, yo, chill.
She in my mind, but then the kids sound like Young Thug. They go your collaboration right there.
Yo, well, like, yo, back to like living single, but yeah, man. And dude's like really just like gatekeeping. Like Kyle is like, hey man, look, I'm trying to get this shit through. Like, yo, what's the deal? What's going on? Like, and he go to Overton. He like, yo, Overton, like, yo, why they not like pushing my shit through? I'm like, bro, why you asking Overton? Like, you know he gonna say some dumb shit. And he say some dumb shit. Like, he's like, yo, hey, just go up to them niggas and ask them, like, yo, what's going on with it? What's good with it? And Kyle's trying to like explain like there's a system like of ranks. You just can't walk up to a nigga like, hey, what's good with my promotion? Like, nigga, like, where's my like, yo, where's my raise at? Like, he's trying to like explain to him, like, bro, you can't do that. And Overton is like, hey, you know the token nigga that's on the team. He's like, yo, why don't you ask him? He's like, yo, I guess I will go and ask him. And like the B storyline to this is like Khadijah trying to talk to her nigga that's overseas or something like that. This nigga like on tour with some band or whatever. I think he does like their manager or something like that. Every time they playing phone tag, she call him, he not there. He call her, she not there. It's like long distance relationship, like in the 90s. Like you don't have what you had today. You couldn't text them, you couldn't email. It was none of that. So she was just playing phone tag with that nigga the whole time. And it's like she got like 3 niggas that was like that on the show that I feel like that she was doing that with. They was like, yo, I gotta go over here and do some stuff over here. And she was like, yo, I'm really gonna miss you. We're not gonna break up.
Yeah, no, Khadijah didn't have that fire because every dude just leave and he go to the side female like, all right, I'm over here. Like, that's what we know he was doing. He was going to the side female. She was trying to get cuffed. Yeah. Nobody was cuffing it.
That was literally the basis for the entire show. She trying to find a nigga. She find a nigga. They're together for like 3 episodes and then it's done.
Did she let somebody beat on the roof?
I think maybe.
Yeah, I think she let somebody beat on the roof. You supposed to be this, you know what I mean, this fashionista and all that. You don't let dude beat on the roof.
Yo,
I think that was her Sinclair. I don't know.
Yo, it might have been Sinclair, but like they literally telling her every time. They're like, yeah, man, I picked up the phone. Dude was having the time of his life. He over here doing this with all these women and everything like that. Like, dude, he enjoying his life or whatever. And so they like keep going back and forth with it and back and forth. But that's basically the whole base of that storyline. Is like, yo, but the main storyline is like what's going on with Kyle. So Kyle goes to dude and he's like, hey, you know, why they ain't pushing my shit through? And I got the clip queued up. You see?
Everything on Hulu, man.
Basketball team there. Well, that's one heck of a job.
Thank you.
Brian Gumble ass.
Look, I wanted to ask.
Problem.
Well. And I know that out of 3 days, and I haven't heard anything.
I was looking at the process.
Hey, shouts out to the original Kratos too.
This nigga said your side.
Okay. Well, what?
This nigga talking to him. He said, "Man, I remember when I was like you people." I'm like, bro, come off of that shit. Like he looked like the type. He looked like the type of nigga that's like that. He's like, yo, man, I remember when I was a nigga.
Yeah, old Sambo ass motherfucker. Boss, I think they need to cut their hair, boss.
Yo.
What did you think of my proposal?
I was very impressed. But you should be aware there is one stumbling block.
What?
It's your appearance.
Look at this shit.
But this jacket of mine is best as Versace. These pants are Cerruti. I mean, I could go on.
Yo, this nigga said, yo, man, I'm wearing designer shit. Like, bro, my shit look better than yours, bro. Like, yo, you know who I'm pulling when I'm dressed like this, bro?
Hey, because the only thing Buddy had on that was fire because he had that JBL fitted suit on. But that tie was fire, a little Sprite color tie he had on. But bruh he said Versace. I'm Versace'd out. But, you know, Versace called us niggas too, so I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Yo, Versace, Cristal, all that.
Right.
Yo.
Treat yourself.
Kyle, no, it's not your clothes. It's your hair.
My hair?
Yes.
What does my hair have to do with me becoming funds manager for this project?
Well, we don't think it's corporate enough.
It has never been a problem before.
Kyle, you don't get promoted around here by going against the grain. Look, if this Africa project goes through, you'll be representing this company to a much higher level clientele. And then your appearance becomes much more important. So take my advice. Change the hair.
All right, I'll say this.
Hating nigga anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you ain't got to say all these white type words like culturally and all that. I'll say this though, and I can say this on ball, so it don't matter. I got to cut my hair anyway, or I have that at the top of my head. But let's say if I had, luscious locks, pause, like, dude, how much we get? Like, I ain't trying to sound like a coon. How much we get paid for this project? Because 6 figures back then, was kind of up there. 6 figures right now, kind of up there. But for sure, 6 figures was up there. Like the 100,000s back then was a lot. Now it's decent, but you still live depending on where you live at. But if you get like 120 back then, hey man, how much? Hey man, I might have to go ahead. And the haircuts was like $5 too, $5 to $10. Hey, go ahead and get that shape up.
Like, bro, nigga was like, yo, he was I don't know how much money he was making, but he was still sharing an apartment with Overton.
Oh yeah, so he wasn't getting shit. Yeah, bro, don't cut your hair.
Like,
but
bro,
this was New York, so 6 figures in New York still ain't shit.
Bro, this man yo, you need to shave, you need to cut your hair, whatever. But this nigga, like, yo, it's already just like already a known thing. This nigga just a gatekeeping nigga. He just see another black dude and like, hey, bro, I want you to have to work twice as hard as I did to get here. And I'm gonna be here every step of the way, just inventing some new shit because
Stephen
It's like,
Fisher,
nigga.
she wasn't doing nothing. Hey, give me promotion. That's what she was doing.
We're like, yo, like, he talks to Overton, and Overton's like, hey, man, look, you want to cut your hair, you might want to rock a baldy like me. He's like, yo, man, this man, like, literally contemplating, like, what should he do? He's like, yo, man, look, I might cut my hair, but if I cut my hair, am I selling out to, like, am I just giving up my culture? Because it's more like, it's not a fashion statement. This is my way of life. It's going through the whole thing, like, like any 90s sitcom would do. Like, be like, yo, man, I got to make a point. I got to do this shit. So they're like trying on wigs and stuff, and he's like, "Yo, man, look, I ain't rocking with this. Like, I'm not cutting my hair. I'm not letting nobody cut my hair." Like, he got a dream or some shit where he's like, "Yo," where he's like a court jester or something like that, where he's basically just shucking and jiving for the white bosses. They're like, "Yo," they're like, "Dance, nigga," and he's so there just like dancing and shit. And he wakes up, he's like, "Yo, man, look, I ain't doing that." So he goes to the meeting with them, and he's like, "Yo, hey." Goes through this whole speech about like, yo, I'm not cutting my hair. My hair is like a representation of like who I am, and it represents like, my culture and everything like that. And his bosses, the white ones, they really don't give a fuck. They're like, nigga, and like, bro, keep your hair the way it is. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right. You was just hating because you got that little Steve Harvey Hightower fro. That's why you hate.
Yo,
you got that
Hightower.
You got what's name Moesha dad hairstyle. I get it now. That hating your heart from that.
Yo, kind of do like Frank Mitchell. He do kind of like Frank Mitchell.
You got two hating ass motherfuckers. They shouldn't have had a sitcom together called the two hating coons. Because Frank was a coon too. I don't give a damn. You hate your own daughter, you a coon.
Yo, UPN would have definitely put that shit on there. Like, hey man, we get that shit 2 seasons.
Remember Two Stupid Dogs, the cartoon? Two Stupid Coons.
Oh my,
Stupid Coons.
Yo, Two Stupid Dogs. I ain't seen Two Stupid Dogs in a minute.
There you go, Ren and Stimpy Coon. There you go.
Yo, but like they like these two white bosses like, hey bro, look, I really don't care how you rock your hair. We'll give you the promotion and everything. And after like they give him the promotion, dude walks up to him. He's like, hey bro, look, I was trying to put you on. Like that, he's like, yo, man, look, we good, like, no hard feelings. And Kyle says some of like the coldest shit that I ever heard. He like, hey man, look, ain't no feelings at all, bro. I was like, damn. Yo, that's smooth.
See, now let's say in the alternate universe, it's 2023, then white people would have definitely fired him from that job. He just become an influencer. You know what I mean? He already got the roommate for it. Like, he put him in skits talking about he a plumber, you feel me? And then he already got them, or he started podcasts. Do like everybody else, all these weirdos start a podcast.
Hey.
Already know a house full of women. Go over there and start a podcast. So Khadijah, why can't you find a man?
Yo.
That's 10 episodes right there for your weak ass podcast.
Hey. Yo.
For real, like they could do Living Single in 2023. Bruh, it'll be a fucking Twitter topic. First of all, it'd be insecure, except for everybody employed. But if you do that in 2023, bruh, that shit gonna be on Twitter. It's gonna be on TikTok, Instagram. This shit gonna be, well, nobody use Instagram anymore. That's all I ain't on there. But it's gonna be just basically a TikTok and Twitter conversation.
Bruh.
This episode, every episode.
I'm trying to picture that. I could definitely picture Kyle getting the mic and like, hey man, look, on today's episode, why these women having all these babies and not marrying the daddy?
Yeah, on today's episode, I want to mess with Max, but she dark skinned. Because Kyle was out here. Well, I see the women, you know what I mean? Every now and then, you know what I mean? You talk to the women that I try to talk to, but I seen how you was moving. You ain't treat them too right.
They get together. I think they get together in the end. She like have his baby or something like that.
I know. I'm hating. Fuck Kratos.
But like, yo, the episode is basically just like, yo, about him like saying like, I'm not gonna sell out. I'm not gonna sell out. But like, niggas get fired from jobs for much less than changing their hair. If it wasn't the hair, and they would have found like another reason to fire that nigga. This is real life. and they would have gave his project that he was proposing to that other nigga. They was like, yo, man, you take over that shit. This is not how real life works. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. He would have gone in there and made that whole speech to his boss. They would have gone out there and like, yo, man, find a reason to fire this nigga.
Oh yeah, the white people, if they can't get you now, they're gonna wait if they want to fire you. Kyle, we need to talk to you. Bring you into the office. When you get that call, you know some bull.
They're like, hey man, look, we've noticed you've been taking a little bit too much time off. And he's like, yeah, bro, like this time that was approved. And it was like, yeah, man, like, yeah, we know it was approved, still, we feel like you're just taking too much time off. We're gonna have to let you go. It's just like,
we feel like you're making people uncomfortable. I don't want to say any names, but we got a report from a young lady. Like, bro, ain't nobody work here. There's only one female. That's the receptionist.
yeah, man. She said, yeah, you just made her feel uncomfortable. You said you liked her shoes, bro. Yo, you harassing her. Like, you gotta go.
Right. You said her eyes glow just like the sky is blue. Yeah, that's enough. How that'll get you about it. They hit him with that Michael Irvin.
Yo, it definitely got about it there, but it's like, yo. Like the thing I liked about these shows back then is just like the post-credit scenes that they had. Like every show back then, like had one of those post-credit scenes. I think they do them now, but they're way, way watered down. It's like, yo, we running commercials into the next episode. But I think like the post-credit scene is where Overton, because he was telling like Kyle about his barber. He was like, yo, man, look, when he was telling me you rock the body like me, he was explaining, like he was describing his barber. He was like, yo, this man like 5'4" or whatever. Like he be cutting hair. He's like, but don't worry, the chair is like in a pit, so he can stand around you. And it's like his barber is like look like mini me and cutting his hair. This dude got a rat tail and everything. Like he's a white dude. He's like, yo, he got a rat tail. He's like, hey man, look. He's like, yo, man, how about I set you up with Khadijah? He's like, yo, me and Khadijah? It's like, hey man, look, there's a match made in heaven. He's like, yeah, man. Like, yo, that's straight. Like, I feel like, yo, that's a lost art. Like post credit scenes on sitcoms that they have now is just like, yo.
Like, bro, Arthur Spooner was, first of all, he was the MVP of King of Queens. That's one of my favorite shows ever. But, you know what I mean? Every time he get on screen, he put up 30. But when he be on the post-credits, to go home on the post-credit scenes with him, like, dog, always priceless.
Damn, like, yo, King of Queens is funny as hell. Like, I remember, like, people were having a debate. They're like, yo, King of Queens weren't really funny. I'm like, yo, King of Queens is funnier than, like, that Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, that show is, like, a lot funnier. Like, people are like, yo, Everybody Loves Raymond is a standard for a lot of white people for sitcoms. But I'm like, yo, I love, well, no, it's not that. It's probably Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld, too, but.
Yeah, you on your own, you and Davis.
But niggas be like, yo, they love, like, Everybody Loves Raymond. Everybody Loves Raymond was in syndication, like, when it was at its height. They were playing reruns, like all the time. But I'm like, yo, King of Queens is definitely funnier.
King of Queens and, I don't know how I forgot it, and I had the other white show. Oh, Married with Children. Top 2 white shows ever.
Yo, I love Married with Children.
Because Al Buddy was the king of no sale. That's why.
Nigga be talking all the shit in the world to Peggy, and she's still sitting in his lap at the end of the episode trying to get it. And it's like, bro, Al Bundy, like, yo, man, was like, he literally told his story, like his high school story for like the whole time. Like, yeah, man, I put 40 on the board when I was in high school, man.
Before
he was like, y'all put 40 on the board. Bruh put on his old uniform, went out there, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm doing the same thing right now, boy.
Little ass shirt. That shit was bleached too. It's been washed 1,000 times.
Bro.
He was a Golden League MVP though.
Yo, I might gotta put some Married with Children episodes on here. I might gotta put that in the running.
Hey, bro, you do that. If you don't hit me, I'm still gonna watch your course because I don't always need to talk on everybody podcast. I'm cool with just being a fan because anything I'm on, I'm not gonna listen. But if you need me, let me know because, bruh, them Josies talk about them big women. Yeah, you can't say none of that no more.
Bruh. None of that. I remember.
I wear a size. What she said, a size 2 or 4 or something like that. A shoe. He was like,
yo, I think that's it for this week's episode. Like I said on the last episode, if like we're pretty much everywhere, but if you don't want to like put the name out there, spell everything out, you kind of lazy like I am, you go to the Twitter at the enemies PE3, click on the link tree, it'll show you everything. Like obviously, if you're here, you're already subscribed to the Patreon. I'm like, yo, tell a friend about the Patreon, bro, because I'm trying to quit my job. You know what I mean? Boss walked in on me saving some unsavory things about him, so you know I'm trying to figure out what the next move is.
Not even that. My man got 5 kids, bro. Just go ahead, put in for the Patreon that way, bro. I'm trying to be like you, though, OG. I'm trying to have 10.
Hey,
I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready.
All right, bro. More power to you, but
I can't lose my hair. Be stressed out. I'm 34. I gotta start getting to it right now. I gotta start the dynasty now.
Yo, my dad was like, yo, man, he look at me every week, like when I was a kid, like at least once a week, he'd be like, yo, man, you took my hair, bro. He's like, yo, man, you know, before you and your sisters got here, even when your brother was here, I had a full head of hair. He's like, yo, this is on you.
Well, I might not have no kids because I'm just gonna have a scalp that's gonna go missing.
Yo,
you stressing
bro, just showing the top of the brain like Mojo Jojo.
Good reference. Shouts out to Powerball Girl. They beat the dog shit out of Mojo Jojo. They ain't had no fingers socking this shit out this dude. How you beat somebody already locked up?
That's one episode they break in jail and just start beating this nigga ass. They're like, hey, and the cops are like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Why are you wilding on this man? They're like, yo, he's already locked up. They was like, yo, he might have escaped. Like, yo, Pop-Up Girls really introduced us to police brutality.
And hey, look, they might have been racial at Cartoon Network because he sound black. Mojo Jojo. I ain't tripping, right?
Nah, bro, he definitely sounds like, yo, shout out to I think John DiMaggio does his voiceover, but yeah, he definitely does sound black. But yeah, they used to beat his ass, bro. Like there's an episode where he just like, yo, I'm gonna reform my life. I'm gonna go out here and be a good guy. They bored as hell at the house because they ain't beating his ass. This man like literally not doing nothing. They pull up on him and just start beating his ass. They're like, yo, man, you was about to you was about to do some evil stuff. And he was like, nah, bro. And I think he ends up like relapsing and then going back to being evil because they started beating his ass. So I'm like, really, he's justified in this situation.
Relapsing from being a heel is crazy.
Yo, I gotta go back and watch Powerpuff Girls, bro, because that shit, yo, my god,
go back and watch that, and then if you try to watch the new Proud Family season,
yo, they had that show had niggas in their feelings, bro. I seen like a couple posts like, hey man, look, they trying to make your kids woke, they trying to get your kids out here protesting, they trying to do this, trying to do that. I'm like, bro, first off,
they gonna do
a lot of the kids, yo, big facts, but a lot of the kids that are watching it, I think a lot of that show's audience isn't kids, it's whoever was watching it like when it was on. Like,
thank you.
My daughter, she got like Proud Family like pajamas, but she's never seen an episode in her life. She just, I put it on and I'm like, yo, you want to watch this? And she's like looking at the tablet. So I'm like, okay, I guess you'll find out about it.
Yeah, it's purely nostalgia for us, our age. Like, bro, them little kids ain't watching that. It's for us. They know it. Exactly. I don't think Disney had any intentions of it making for anybody younger. They probably was like, if we get a younger audience, cool. But they know the grown people is gonna watch it. Like, I watched a couple episodes just for nostalgia purposes. Like, I was like, all right, bro.
Hey, yo, man.
Hey, bring back Stinky though.
Yo, Stinky ain't coming back, bro.
He was stinky in real life. Bring back, hey, hashtag bring back Orlando Brown, bro. He put up 30 to come back.
This man go like, yo, And I was rooting for him because he got his like in the middle of all that stuff, he got his life right again. He was like, yo, man, I'm like, yo, I'm engaged to be married. I got a kid on the way. Everything going good. Last interview I seen, this nigga tweaking again. Like, bro, like, yo, y'all pray for Orlando Brown, bro.
He on the Galaxy Note 2 doing TikTok dances. Like, you washed up when you doing them deep fried videos and pictures off your Droid, like you cooking steak and eggs. Like, bro, why do I need to see this? But, let me tell y'all, and this to go home for me, let me tell you about LA people. We don't lie a lot, but we never reform our ways. He's never going to be, as an LA person, born and raised, we never reform. We the same way to the end, trust me.
Yo, hey, man. Yo, just like that. After a word of wisdom from Banks, we're out of here. Y'all take it easy.